Hello and welcome to another video. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. I skipped putting out a video last week just because of the busyness of holidays and family and all that entailed. But I'm back this week to show you what movies I picked up both from Christmas and just throughout the month of December. So as always, as I love to say at the end of every month, with a new month comes new movies. So let's get this intro out of the way and I'll show you my pickups from the month. Really quick before I get started, as this is going to be my last video for 2021, not my last video for like ever, just for this year. We're still going to be continuing next year. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watches my videos or comments on my videos, likes them, and is subscribed to the channel, any of that kind of stuff. If I've interacted with you in any way, I want to say I'm thankful for you. It's been an awesome, incredible year of growth. I think last year, this time, my channel was at about 300 subscribers. And by the time this video comes out, I'm hoping to be at 900. I've been dangerously close over the past week, and I only just need 3 more to hit that 900. So I'd love to hit 900 by the end of the year. If not, that's okay. We'll hit it in the new year. And I'm excited to see where the channel grows from there, because it's just been an incredible year of growth. Met some awesome people. Continue to have great conversations and chats with friends in the comments about just some of our favorite movies and all that kind of stuff. So it's been awesome. So without further ado, now let's get started on my pickups for this month. First, we have a fun one that I've actually already shown, so I'll get this one out of the way quickly, and that is for Krampus. Now, Krampus is a really fun, creative kind of Christmas horror movie that I really enjoy. I talked about it, like I said, in the kind of unconventional Christmas movies video I did just a couple of weeks ago right before Christmas. So if you want to hear a few more of my thoughts on that, as well as some other recommendations, go check out that video. But I'm really excited to have this one in the collection. It's a fun one. I know it also just came out on 4K, but I have a good time with it. I enjoy the kind of ways that the movie plays with different Christmas traditions when it comes to, you know, Santa Claus, Krampus, all that kind of stuff. It's a really fun one. I have a good time with it. I've only seen it once before, but I'm looking forward to checking it out again. Next, we have another John Hughes classic, which is there really any John Hughes movie that's not a John Hughes classic? We have one of my favorites, Uncle Buck. The late, great, absolutely wonderful John Candy stars in this movie, as well as Macaulay Culkin, who got this role. This is actually, I think, the role that got him Home Alone. So that's a pretty cool little fun fact for you, but I love this one. This is one of my favorite kind of comedies. Anything with John Hughes and John Candy is just going to be brilliant stuff. So I love the way that they just incorporate the John Candy humor into his character of Uncle Buck. There's a lot of really just hilarious, funny moments that I'm sure were a blast to film, and they're a blast to watch. It has some really cool, interesting themes about family as well. So it's got great comedy, great family ties and themes. I really enjoy this one a lot. I watched it last year and showed it to my wife. Though she didn't quite like it as much as me, she's a little more picky on the comedy stuff. I love this one. Next, we have one that I checked out for the first time just a few months ago, I think, and that is The Mummy. Now, I kind of, after watching a movie called No Sudden Move, that was kind of one of the first movies to have Brendan Fraser in it again in a very long time, and I loved that one. It made me want to go back and check out a couple of his older movies that I hadn't seen before, and The Mummy is kind of his most popular and most iconic one that I haven't seen before. So I checked out a few months ago, really enjoyed it. I was going back and forth on getting the new 4K trilogy or just getting the regular trilogy, but I'd heard 2 and 3 really aren't that good. So I may check them out at some point, but I figured I could start off with this one. And actually worth mentioning with this and the last one that I just talked about, I got all 3 of these through groove.com, which is a new Universal online store that they have where they sell their movies, and it's directly from Universal. So you get really good prices on it. I learned all this info from Films at Home and a couple other channels that talked about it. So I got all of these. They did a 3 for $15 for Blu-ray. So I got these for $15, but if you're a new member and you use their first time discount code, you get another 20% off. So I got all 3 of these movies for like $4 each. So huge steal, and ones that I've been wanting to pick up anyways. So Uncle Buck and The Mummy are ones that I'm picking up with that. And then the last one, this one actually came with a slipcover, so it's a little beat up, but hey, a slipcover is a slipcover, and that is Joseph, King of Dreams. This is one that I watched quite a bit growing up, along with The Prince of Egypt. They're both from DreamWorks, and they're some of my favorite animated movies that I watched growing up. I love the stories from this one, both because I have, because of my Christian faith, I was familiar with them, and I learned a lot about the stories. And though they're, creative interpretations of those stories, there's still a lot to learn that's really good stuff in these. And not only are they really beneficial biblically, story-wise, they're just really well-made movies with some really good performances, animation. Prince of Egypt in particular, really great music as well. So happy to have both Joseph King of Dreams and Prince of Egypt now in my collection, because they're, like I said, some of my favorite animated movies, and I'm gonna be having a baby in the next couple months, and I definitely want him to grow up watching these just like I did, because I love these movies. So that's the movies that I picked up throughout this month, and now we're gonna move on to some movies that I got for Christmas. Now, my sister-in-law is awesome and was texting me about some Christmas gift ideas, and it was right around Black Friday sales. So I had sent her my Amazon Black Friday wish list in hopes that she would complete it for me for the ones that I did not get, and she absolutely did. So special thanks to Mindy and Aaron, my sister-in-law and her husband, for getting me these awesome pickups. I'm sure you're probably watching this video. First one they got me is Nobody on 4K. Now all of these came with a slipcover, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that too, because it's just nice to have a little extra protection there. So this is a really cool one from the creators of the John Wick franchise, and it stars Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. If you're a little more branching out in his filmography, he also did Little Women just a few years ago, and that was really good. But this is one I actually have not seen. 2 out of the 3 of the movies they got me I haven't seen yet. So I heard really good things about it. I'm really into the John Wick movies. I like Bob Odenkirk a lot, and since it came from the team of the John Wick movies, I know the action's going to be really good in this as well. So I've heard pretty much nothing but good things about this one, and I'm looking forward to finally checking it out. And next one that they got me is Godzilla vs. Kong on 4K. This is the one I have seen of the 3 that they got me, and I've heard this is one of the absolute best looking 4K discs to come out this year, and maybe one of the best ones to come out so far on the format. So I cannot wait to check this one out again. I did get to see this one in theaters back when it came out earlier this year, and I saw it on a huge IMAX screen with Dolby Atmos sound, so it was incredible. I'm really interested to see kind of how it transfers into the 4K disc format and give my movie room a real workout. As far as all of the Godzilla and Kong MonsterVerse movies go, this one might be my favorite of the ones they've done so far. I really like Kong Skull Island as well. I haven't watched Godzilla in quite a while. I think that's the one from 2014 or 2015. And Godzilla King of the Monsters is okay. The action's really fun in it, but the story's pretty bad. So this one has a really good balance of the story is just bare bones what it needs to be. It doesn't focus on the humans too much. It does a good job showing the stuff with the action of Kong and Godzilla. So I think this is kind of the best of both worlds as far as the mix between the kind of obligatory human side of the story, because you kind of need characters alongside with just some awesome over-the-top blockbuster action with these monsters. So I really enjoy this movie. It's by no means probably going to make my top 10 list for the year, but it's definitely a really fun one that I really enjoy, and I'm happy to have to keep my Godzilla and Kong MonsterVerse collection up to date. Last pickup for this month, and the last one that I got for Christmas present, is the new The Green Knight. Now, as I mentioned, this is one that I have not seen. I would have liked to have seen this one in theaters, but my plans kind of fell through for it, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So I figured I'd wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and get it. So again, I got all these for Christmas, but I know my sister-in-law got these on Black Friday prices, so I'm glad she didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for me to be highly entertained. So I'm really looking forward to check this one out. I heard it's kind of divisive, but I am really, at the very least, just expecting some incredibly gorgeous visuals with the scenery and the sets and the design of all these costumes and the creatures and all that. I'm really looking forward to just seeing that and having a really interesting story along the way as well. I'm someone who, as much as I love and enjoy the blockbusters that come out every year, I try to do my best to support the more unique and individual, sometimes independently released films that come out throughout the year too. I'm not too much into the more artsy stuff, but at the same time, I really want to support it if it's something I'm interested in. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I'm sure being on 4K as well, it looks incredible. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know very little about the story, aside from the basic setup from the trailers, and I did a little bit of research on the kind of mythology that it's based on, but I didn't want to go too far into it and spoil anything for myself. So I'm going into this one fairly blind, just kind of knowing the setup, but really excited about this one. I absolutely love the release on the case design that they did for this, especially that slip case. It looks awesome with the red and gold on there. So funnily enough, I haven't opened like any of these except for the Krampus one so far. All of these are still sealed, which like never happens. That's just how busy I've been lately. Usually I open these and put them on the shelf right away, but I'm trying a new thing of keeping all the movies that I get throughout the month separate. That way they're really easy to just pull up and do a Blu-ray haul with rather than sorting through my shelf. So, and it's kind of cool to kind of see the movies you get throughout the month building up separately and then just inserting them all into the shelf afterwards. So these are all my pickups from the month of December, with a mix of some stuff that I got as well as some Christmas presents from some family. So thank you to those who contributed to my pickups for this month, as well as just the ones that I was able to pick up through some sales and all that kind of stuff. It was neat that kind of some deals and sales went through the month of December as well to get some cool stuff. So thank you for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my pickups. I will be, once we turn into the new year, which is pretty much when you'll see this video, I'm recording it a few days early, I'm going to be getting out my top 10 favorite movies of the year. Going to be doing an updated complete movie and TV show collection. So those are some of my favorite videos to do every year. And I'm actually even considering doing kind of a live stream with a few friends talking about some of our favorite movies to come out this year. So more details to come on that soon. So if you're still sticking around in this video, make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of that stuff. I'm really excited to kind of start off the new year with some new exciting stuff and then become a father in February, and we'll see where things go. I'm definitely still planning on putting stuff out on this channel. So thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one.